Hello, I am Tripp, and welcome to day 4 of 30 days of Shut the Hell Up. The past 3 days, if you've not seen them, we have talked about the cross, how that is a weapon to us that silences the roar of hell. And we've talked about the great exchange. And if hell is roaring at you, if the forces of hell have been yelling that you're not worthy to receive God's love, you've messed up so bad, you're just an old sinner, you're not fit for anything, then shut that hell up. If you are having thoughts of depression, suicide, oppression, fear, whatever it is, you can shut that hell up. Why? Because of the great exchange that took place at the cross. Jesus took all of that for you. Why do you want to take it as well? You don't have to. Today, we're going to talk about the other thing that happened at the cross, and I call it the Great Conquest. The Great Conquest. There is a roar of hell that I believe affects more people on this earth than any other roar of hell, and it is this: fear. Fear is a major roar of hell. And I'm going to show you how you can silence that roar when you focus on this part of the cross, when you look at what Jesus did at the cross. A very familiar verse, Psalm 91 verse 10, it says, "No evil can touch you. No evil can come near you or harm you." Now, if I were to ask you, do you believe that's true? I'm sure you would. Yet, if we really believe that was true, do you know what that would accomplish? It would eliminate about 80% of prayer requests. Now, don't misunderstand me, I'm not against prayer requests, but most prayer requests that I have heard in the church is something like, please pray because the enemy, he's coming at me with everything he's got. He's attacking my home and he's just doing this. And the Word says, no evil. Now, we've got a major issue that we must deal with when the Word says no evil can touch you, yet the church is screaming evil. And here's the conclusion that we must come to. We, I believe, have been giving way too much credit to the devil. And I want to show you something that the Lord showed me a few years back, and it absolutely eradicated fear. It set me free from fear. And I believe it's going to set you free right now from the roar of fear. It's in Colossians chapter 2, verse 15. And it talks about what Jesus did at the cross. It says at the cross, Jesus disarmed principalities and powers. And it goes on to say that He made a public spectacle of them, and He triumphed over them in it. Now, I call that the Great Conquest. And as I was reading that one day, this is a few years back, I saw this one particular word, and I threw my Bible down, and I said, Lord, that's it. That's how you left the devil. That's how you left powers and principalities at the cross. Yet I hear so many people in the church give Him so much credit. And I closed my eyes and I said, Lord, show me what this looked like. And when I closed my eyes, I hope you can see this, but this is what I saw. And it is next to page 10, so page 11. I saw a man kind of like this, a shadow-like figure that had no arms. And so if we were to see a person like that, how would you describe them? Well, they're armless, no arms, or disarmed. Now let's take that back to Colossians 2:15. Jesus at the cross disarmed powers and principalities. You know what He did? He took the devil's arms off. Now you need to let that picture get branded in your thinking. The devil has no arms. Meaning, he has no ability in which to take up weapons and hurt you. So what does that leave him? All he has is a roar. And listen to me, a roar can't hurt you. It's just a lot of noise. And so, how does he roar? That's the obvious question now. What does he use to turn up the volume of his roar? Well, join me tomorrow on the next segment, and we're going to discover how he roars, what he uses to turn up the volume of his roar, but then we're going to also learn how to keep him in this disarmed position, how he was left at the cross. Because I would be foolish to say he's not attacking. Because you can just look around the world and even in churches and realize he is attacking. But what's his MO? Here's a better way to ask. How does a disarmed individual attack? If they have no arms, then how is he attacking? Well, first of all, we got to know how he roars and what he uses to turn up the roar. All right? So stay with me. Don't go anywhere. Be back right here tomorrow, and we'll go deeper into this. I call you blessed.